Hello everyone, I'm Rini. Today I would like to invite all of us to reflect on a fundamental question that has been at the center of debate throughout the age. Is justice real or not? As human beings, we all want justice, right? And we want to live in a society where every individual is treated fairly and equally in the eyes of the law. However, in reality, the world is often not as fair as we would like it to be. And here, I would like compare several cases that occur in Indonesia. Launching from Detik News 2020, the first is a corruption case of 477 billion rupiah. The former director of PLN Batubara was jailed 2 years. Former President Director of PT PLN Batubara, Hairil Wahyuni, was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Hairil was proven to have committed a series of criminal acts of corruption with businessman Kokos Chiang, so that the state lost 477 billion rupiah. And launched from Liputan 6 2015, Grandma Ashiani, accused with thief, sentenced to 1 year in prison. Grandma Ashiani was charged with stealing 2 thick tree trunks belonging to Perhutani to make a bed. However, Grandma Ashiani denied that the thick tree trunks were taken from her own land by her late husband 5 years ago. And third, launching from Antara News this month, Rafael Alun was reported to have committed corruption worth 3,000 trillion and distributed money to a number of artists. Now, former official of the Directorate General of Taxes of Ministry of Finance, Rafael Alun Trisambodo, has been sentenced to 14 years in prison and a fine of 500 million in lieu of 3 months in prison in a case of alleged gratification and money laundering. And the next is launching from Detik News 2020, there is a 74-year-old grandfather sentenced to death in northern Sumatra. This case began when Isnardi's grandfather and driver Eli depart from Babalan to Tebing Tinggi city with a Daihatsu Grand Max in which there was a tire packet containing methamphetamine which was not known to be smuggled by whom, and said Ali had entrusted it. Even though this was only entrusted by Adi, Isnardi's grandfather had to be jailed for life. The guilty can escape punishment, while the innocent must suffer the consequence of systemic injustice. Discrimination, inequality, and corruption are still rampant in all aspects of life. And the question is, does this mean that justice does not exist? Should we despair and give up on the dream of living in a just society? Justice in Indonesia is still not real, but I believe that although justice is often difficult to realize, we should not lose hope. Justice is a universal value and cannot be ignored. Despite difficult obstacles, we must continue to fight justice. So I think that's all. Thank you for the attention and see you.
I done put these songs to good use. I done put my city on my back and the world know my name.